Most people think golf clubs exist for one simple reason: to play golf. But what if I told you that's only a small part of the story? Some golf clubs charge more than $500,000 just for the right to become a member. Yet, despite those eye-watering fees, many golf clubs struggle to make a profit. Every year, owners spend millions just to keep the grass green, the fairways perfect, and the doors open. So why do billionaires, celebrities, and investment firms keep buying golf clubs? Are they making fortunes? Or are they buying something far more valuable than money? By the end of this documentary, you'll discover how golf clubs really make money, why some owners lose millions, and the surprising reason the golf course itself isn't always the real business. Because behind every peaceful fairway, every perfectly cut green, and every luxury clubhouse lies one of the most fascinating business models in the world. It begins long before the first golfer tees off, before the memberships, before the tournaments, before the first dollar of revenue. It all starts with one incredibly expensive decision: the land. And that's where the real story begins. Before a golf club can earn its first dollar, it has to spend millions. And it all starts with one thing: land. Not a few acres. An 18-hole championship golf course can require more than 200 acres of carefully selected land. But size alone isn't enough. The terrain must be shaped by nature or reshaped by engineers. Every hill, every lake, every bunker, every fairway is carefully planned to challenge players while creating a beautiful experience. Then comes the construction. Massive earth-moving machines transform the landscape. Miles of underground irrigation pipes are installed. Thousands of trees are planted. Artificial lakes are created. Luxury clubhouses, restaurants, locker rooms, pro shops, parking areas, and maintenance facilities begin to take shape. Even the grass is an investment. Different parts of the course use different varieties, each chosen for speed, durability, and appearance. Maintaining tournament-quality conditions starts long before the first golfer arrives. By the time the grand opening finally arrives, the owner may have invested tens of millions of dollars. And here's the shocking part: spending all that money doesn't guarantee success. So if building a golf club costs this much, how does the business ever make that money back? At first glance, the answer seems obvious. Golf clubs make money from memberships. And yes, membership fees are a huge source of income. Some clubs even charge a hefty initiation fee before a new member can walk onto the course. Then come the annual dues, creating a steady stream of recurring revenue. But if memberships were enough, every golf club would be wildly profitable. They aren't. That's because smart golf clubs never rely on a single income stream. Every guest who plays around pays a green fee. Golf carts are rented by the hour. Professional coaches charge for lessons. Driving ranges stay busy even when the course is quiet. The pro shop sells everything from golf balls and gloves to clubs worth thousands of dollars. Tournaments bring sponsorships, entry fees, and media attention. Every visitor, every purchase, every swing creates another opportunity to earn money. Suddenly, you realize something. A golf club isn't just selling a game. It's operating dozens of businesses at the same time. But even all these revenue streams hide an even bigger secret. Because for many successful golf clubs, the most profitable customers don't even come to play golf. Imagine arriving at a golf club on a day when no one is playing. You'd expect the business to be quiet, but in many clubs, that's when another business comes alive. Inside the clubhouse, restaurants serve guests from morning until night. Wedding halls host celebrations worth tens of thousands of dollars. Corporate meetings replace boardrooms with fairways. Private events, birthday parties, charity dinners, business networking all generate revenue without a single golf ball being hit. For many companies, a golf club isn't just a venue, it's where relationships are built, deals are negotiated, and partnerships begin. That's why some visitors aren't there to improve their golf swing, they're there to grow their business. Suddenly, the clubhouse becomes much more than a place to relax. It becomes a restaurant, an event venue, a luxury destination, and a networking hub, all under one roof. If you're enjoying uncovering the hidden economics behind businesses like this, subscribe to Owner's Economics. Every week, we reveal how the world's most fascinating businesses really make money. But even with all these income streams, there's one problem every golf club can never escape: the cost of keeping perfection alive. Imagine arriving at a golf club on a day when no one is playing. You'd expect the business to be quiet, but in many clubs, that's when another business comes alive. Inside the clubhouse, restaurants serve guests from morning until night. Wedding halls host celebrations worth tens of thousands of dollars. Corporate meetings replace boardrooms with fairways, private events, birthday parties, charity dinners, business networking. All generate revenue without a single golf ball being hit. For many companies, a golf club isn't just a venue, it's where relationships are built, deals are negotiated, and partnerships begin. That's why some visitors aren't there to improve their golf swing, they're there to grow their business. Suddenly, the clubhouse becomes much more than a place to relax. It becomes a restaurant, an event venue, a luxury destination, and a networking hub, all under one roof. If you're enjoying uncovering the hidden economics behind businesses like this, subscribe to Owner's Economics. Every week, we reveal how the world's most fascinating businesses really make money. But even with all these income streams, there's one problem every golf club can never escape: the cost of keeping perfection alive. A golf club may look peaceful, but behind the scenes, it's a nonstop operation. Before sunrise, maintenance crews are already at work. Greens are mowed with incredible precision, bunkers are raked, fairways are trimmed, irrigation systems are inspected. Every detail matters, because one poorly maintained hole can damage a club's reputation. Then comes the biggest expense of all: water. Keeping hundreds of acres green requires an enormous amount of it, especially during hot summers. Add fertilizers, pest control, new equipment, fuel, repairs, electricity, property taxes, insurance, and salaries for dozens of employees. The bills never stop. That's why even clubs that look successful on the outside can struggle financially behind the scenes. Many operate on surprisingly thin profit margins, which leads to the biggest question in this entire documentary. If running a golf club is this expensive, why do billionaires, celebrities, and global investors keep buying them? The answer has almost nothing to do with golf, and once you understand it, you'll never look at a golf club the same way again. By now, you've seen the numbers. Building a golf club costs millions. Running one costs millions more. So why would anyone willingly buy one? The answer is surprisingly simple for many wealthy investors. The golf course isn't the real investment, the land is. Golf clubs are often built in prime locations where property values continue to rise for decades. Surrounding that course, luxury homes, resorts, hotels, and commercial developments can transform a single golf club into a multi-billion-dollar real estate opportunity. Then there's something money alone can't buy: access. Golf clubs have long been places where CEOs, politicians, celebrities, and business leaders meet away from cameras and crowded offices. A single conversation on the course can lead to partnerships worth millions. That's why many owners aren't chasing profits from green fees. They're investing in influence, prestige, and long-term value. Suddenly, the business makes perfect sense. The golf course attracts the people, the relationships create the opportunities, and the land quietly grows in value. In the end, golf may simply be the reason everyone shows up, but one question still remains: can this centuries-old business survive a rapidly changing world? Let's find out in the final chapter. So, is owning a golf club a good business? The answer is, it depends on what you're trying to own. If you're only selling rounds of golf, success can be difficult. But if you're building a destination, a luxury brand, a networking hub, and a valuable piece of real estate, the opportunity becomes much bigger. That's why the world's most successful golf clubs don't simply sell a sport. They sell exclusivity, experiences, relationships, and a lifestyle that very few people can access. Every perfectly cut fairway, every championship tournament, Every luxury clubhouse is part of a business designed to create value far beyond the game itself. So the next time you see a beautiful golf course, remember, you're not just looking at a place where people play golf, you're looking at a business worth millions, sometimes even billions, built on strategy, reputation, and long-term vision. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Owner's Economics for more deep dives into the hidden economics behind the world's biggest businesses. And don't miss our next episode, The Economics of Owning an Airplane. We'll uncover how private airplanes make money, why companies spend millions to own them, and whether buying one is a luxury or one of the smartest business decisions an owner can make. Until then, thanks for watching.